Hey guys, it's Mrs. Garcia, and today is Monday, and we are going on to the next system. We are talking about human body systems, and there are 10 that we're going to be discussing. And last week we covered the muscular system and the skeletal system. Today we're going to be talking about the respiratory system. And so your directions are to watch the video and answer 2 questions, which will be on slide 2. And then you're going to read about the respiratory system and complete the chart. So if you look at the picture to the right, the respiratory system has to do with our lungs. So just keep that in mind. So what do you need to do? On slide 2, you're going to fill in the chart. So you're going to watch this video here on the left. And you're going to need this video to answer the questions on the right. So the first question is here for you. What happens when you hold your breath? And then the second question, where does gas exchange happen? Your questions may look a little different or be in a different order, but you're going to answer it on the right-hand side. After you do that, you're going to complete slide 3. So for slide 3, we mentioned the respiratory system, and it's responsible for taking in oxygen and getting rid of carbon dioxide. So you're going to use the textbook excerpt to the right, just like last week, to fill in the chart. So like the first one says mouth and nose. We'll read through this. So let's read through this all together, and then you guys can complete the chart. So what are the parts of the respiratory system? Breathing is made possible by your respiratory system. Air enters your respiratory system through your nose or mouth when you breathe in. From there, the air moves through a series of tubes to get to your lungs. Nose, pharynx, and larynx. Air enters your respiratory system through your nose and your mouth. From the nose, air flows into the pharynx, or throat. The pharynx branches into 2 tubes. One tube, the esophagus, leads to the stomach. The other tube, called the larynx, leads to the lungs. The larynx is the part of the throat that holds the vocal cords. When air passes across the vocal cords, they vibrate, making a noise. Bronchioles and alveoli. In the lungs, the bronchioles lead to tiny sacs called alveoli. Alveoli are surrounded by blood vessels. Gases in the air move across the thin walls of the alveoli and blood vessels. As you breathe, air is sucked into and forced out of the alveoli. Breathing is carried out by the diaphragm and rib muscles. The diaphragm is the dome-shaped muscle below the lungs. As you inhale, the diaphragm contracts and moves down. The volume of the chest increases. As a result, a vacuum is created and air is sucked in. Exhaling reverses the process. Trachea. The larynx is connected to a large tube called the trachea, or windpipe. Air flows from the larynx through the trachea to the lungs. The trachea splits into 2 branches called bronchi. One bronchus connects to each lung. Each bronchus branches into smaller tubes called bronchioles. So now that we've read that together, you can always play that video again if you need to hear it. You're going to fill out the chart to the left. So you'll double click and you'll type your answer here. I am going to put this in red so that you guys know. Type your answer here. So you can delete what I put and you can type your answer there. And I'll put it for each one so you guys know. But you are using the chart to the right. We did already fill out lungs for you just because it's not in there. And lungs are a pair of spongy air-filled organs located on either side of the chest. So that's one less you have to do. So you just have to fill out these 3. And then when you're done with that, you turn it in. So make sure you are watching the video, answering the questions, and then you're going to fill in the chart. And that's all you have to do for today, guys. Let us know if you need any help.